What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I've been gone for like a week because last weekend we had a lot going on. I had my brother, from longtime friend, we've been together, buddies through everything. He was going through some stuff, so I needed to go help him out, and had another friend who needed some help, and just long story short, I had absolutely no time to get out here in the shop and film anything. I have still been very heavily on the pit bike kick, so I wasn't able to film it, but honestly, who's going to want to watch me put graphics on a dirt bike? Everybody's put stickers on stuff, not a big deal. But this thing looks so badass. So anyways, check this shit out. Oh, get that straightened out. Yeah. Brand new Metal Militia graphics, black plastics. I drilled the back fender just to give it that kind of works bike look. That black and red I absolutely love with the BBR SP5 on it. I'm loving the way it's coming out. But anyhow, the front suspension, awesome. Bang up, looks great, rides great. But the rear, I've still got the stock swing arm. Well, it sits low in the back, which we ran into that earlier when I did the video putting the front end on. But we're gonna fix that today because I found this. This is early 2000s. I forget who actually made it for Two Brothers Racing. They are made here. They were, well, back in the day, they were made here in the US. It's all hand TIG welded, billet aluminum, really good stuff. Actually, I think it says, Billetware is who made this thing. But anyhow, they made their own swing arms and stuff. This one was just branded as Two Brothers Racing, and they sold them on their sites. Really cool stuff. I was gonna buy a BBR swing arm, but the brand new BBR swing arms are, if you find it through like a discounter, you're looking at like $519 to $600, depending on where you get it from. And well, again, I don't have thousands of dollars to spend on this thing. I have hundreds of dollars to spend on this thing. So I found this one used online for 300 bucks, and it's in good shape. So I got reproductions of the stickers on the way. I'm gonna clean up the chain guide. I'm definitely gonna leave those axle blocks, just their black anodizing. I may go on ahead and repaint them black to clean them up, even though I'm sure they'll get scratched and scarred up putting it together. So I, again, may not even do that. But I want to pull this whole thing apart because it's in really good shape. There's no deep gashes or anything in the aluminum, and it's all natural aluminum. It's not clear coated or anything. So I want to do the OG Metal Militia thing, and I'm going to polish that thing. I want that to be a mirror finish polished aluminum, because with the chrome fork legs and this mirror polished billet aluminum swing arm, it's really going to fit the style and look of this bike to your true Metal Militia fashion. Because back in the day, man, those guys, their bikes always looked so tough, blacked out plastics, Metal Militia graphics, polished aluminum frames and swing arms. Like, those bikes looked so awesome. And then I think Brian Deegan had Jesse James build him a couple of his freestyle bikes, and those things were just way over the top. So this being my pit bike, well, dude, that's what I want. So I'm trying to get all the cool, awesome stuff, and I think this being all polished out would be really freaking sick. So that's what I'm going to be doing on this video. Is maybe I'll do like if I can figure out how to do a time lapse, I'll do a time lapse polishing this puppy up. And now that it's got me thinking about it, it would be really cool to pull that skid plate off and polish it too, even though it would get absolutely destroyed. So I don't know, I might leave it black, I might polish it. We'll see. Let's start with the swing arm first. So off camera, I went on ahead and pulled the stickers off of it and just kind of cleaned it up a little bit, hit it with some brake clean, took off the chain guard, little adjuster blocks, and the chain guide. I think I already said that, but anyhow, now we're ready to put some compound on the wheel and start polishing this thing, because yeah, I feel like this is going to polish out really nice. this shine up real good. So another issue here when polishing stuff with this, a lot of guys have like an angle grinder with one of these polishing discs on there, and they'll have to get this stationary and they can move around the part. What makes this difficult is finding angles to get in here and polish everything without colliding with the machine itself. So it's not always the easiest. It can be a little tedious and take forever, but yeah. It's all about the patience. When you work at it enough, you'll have something really freaking cool. Which I now realize right now, the section I'm polishing, I don't really need to put a whole lot of work into it because this is where the plastic chain slider sits over. I'm not even going to see any of that. But I'm still going to shine it up anyways. I won't polish it as well as I will the other side, but I'm still going to shine it up. Because you'll kind of sort of see a little bit of it. But anyhow, this is what we're getting so far. I still got a lot more work, so there's a lot of lines going back and forth from the way this piece of aluminum was extruded that I want to get rid of and get it all nice and smooth. So at this point, I'm either going to cut this, and then y'all are going to see this all polished out and looking awesome, hopefully later on this evening, if not tomorrow. Or, I don't know, regardless, I'm going to cut it right here. And I'll keep filming so I can do a time lapse, but if I can't figure out how to use the time lapse, then we're just going to skip that and we'll cut right to putting this thing on. Alright, so at this point in the video, well, I have been getting put through the ringer on learning how to make YouTube content, and discovered that during filming, I'm guessing I hit the button on my wireless Bluetooth mic adapter, and that sucker disconnected, and I lost all of my audio for everything I recorded from here on out, which absolutely sucks because I went from the crap audio on my GoPro to good audio content on these things, and then, yeah, I got nothing. But anyhow, so at this point, yeah, I went on ahead and was able to throw the swing arm on there. I did have to shim it, which I used some really thin stainless steel shims I believe are actually for spacing out the oil pump drive gears and older Harleys. But outside of that, I mean, I'm guessing it was just general wear and tear on the frame, which is why it had a gap and just didn't quite fit perfect. But nonetheless, got that sucker centered up. Then ran into an issue that I knew was going to be a problem when I started, but wasn't 100% sure on it. But the chain was obviously not long enough, and neither was my brake rod, which I forgot about that guy completely. But anyhow, I was able to go through and dig around and find another little segment of that 420 link chain and another master link, so I could scab those two together to at least get it complete and line the rear wheel up and get it straight on there. I am getting a different front sprocket for it to re-gear this thing and get a little more top end speed out of it. But I knew I was going to re-gear the bike, and I knew I was putting a longer swing arm on it, so I didn't bother buying a chain yet, because I really didn't want to buy a nice like gold DID chain and then have to cut it up and waste it. I'm just going to buy a nice one now that I know what the actual length is going to be, so I can do it all in one shot and leave it alone. So that's to come in a later video. And of course, with the brake rod that I powder coated a while back ago, that guy's not long enough, and nobody makes like a nice longer one. But BBR does sell an extension that threads on the back of it and makes it longer. So I went on ahead and ordered that. That's going to be in the mail soon, so I can put that on there. So in this video, I did end up getting the back wheel on there and getting it all put together, minus putting the rear brake rod on there. Went on ahead and raised the front suspension up the rest of the way because I had it sitting an inch lower for the shorter rear swing arm. But now that I got the longer swing arm on there, I was able to raise it up and set it all level and get this thing feeling more like a 12-inch bike, like a KLX 110 or a CRF 110 that everybody's running now, which is pretty freaking awesome because I just like the 50s as far as pit bikes go. Kind of sucks that the whole movement of the little Honda 50s is just kind of dead. Everybody rides the 12-inch bikes, which, I mean, I get that. They're bigger, they're faster, they handle better, they're more suited for bigger riders. But yeah, I just got a soft spot for the Honda 50s. I'll probably end up building a 12-inch bike later on, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, because again, this little bike has been expensive enough trying to get this guy together. But yeah, overall, love how this thing's looking. It's coming out great. Waiting for the swing arm stickers to show up so I can add those on there. I did do a little walk around video here where I was just pointing out that the issue with the chain and the brake rod, which is, again, no big deal. Got it all centered up, ready to go. Still trying to find time to get the Civic in there on the rack so I can finally finish doing my side exit exhaust. I think I've probably mentioned that in like 2 or 3 videos now.
I did get the hood clear coated on that sucker, so the hood looks awesome now, because before, if anyone saw it in past content and whatnot, that it was looking real dull and hazy, where the clear coat's starting to lift and separate off the carbon, because I guess when it was wet sanded to be clear coated, it was too fine of a grit, or just straight up wasn't. I don't know. I didn't clear coat it, but that clear coat, at one point there, I was washing the car, and I just went across it with a pressure washer, and a whole section of it lifted. And it's like, oh crap. And that stuff, I swear, the whole like top layer of the hood peeled off like a giant sticker, which made it a lot easier, because I was literally able to take my driver's license and just get under the edge of it, and I peeled all the clear coat off the hood by hand, and it maybe took me like 30-40 minutes to completely strip the hood. But anyhow, that is coming back. I will be doing more with that. I think I filmed all this on Friday night, so here we are Sunday with all the other stuff I've had to do. I haven't been able to get back to it. But I've been working on the Mustang, trying to get that sucker ready and put a plate on it, because I can't wait to drive that damn thing. Yeah, anyhow, here I am freaking recording audio to overlap this stuff, which I finally figured out how to do a damn time lapse, just to figure out that my audio was screwed. So a whole video of firsts in the learning process of how to make YouTube videos. So to everybody that has been bearing with me while I learn my way through all this and all the ups and downs, that eventually here I'll be able to start producing some smoother, better stuff. But nonetheless, I thank you all for dealing with it, just kind of bearing with me here. But yeah, hopefully you guys can stick around. I'll catch you on the next video.